Jai Hind students, welcome to science lecture of grade 7. Last time we were discussing about the exercises of the chapter motion and time. Some questions were left, so let's attempt those questions and do those questions. Now, the fourth question in F type is define uniform and non-uniform motion. So, what is a uniform motion? All of us know uniform motion is one in which body moves with the same speed in the same direction. So, let's write down a motion is said to be uniform motion if body moves with same speed in same direction. And if I say non-uniform motion, what is non-uniform motion? All of us know non-uniform motion. How can we define non-uniform motion? In the similar way, a motion is said to be non-uniform motion if body is not moving with same speed or changing its direction of motion. So this is the difference between a uniform motion and the non-uniform motion. Next is F5 question is draw the distance time graph for stationary, uniform and non-uniform motion. These graphs we have also drawn in our assignments also. So let's draw them again. Let us say this is the distance time graph. Along y-axis we are plotting distance, along x-axis we are plotting time. So when body is stationary, what does it mean? When body is stationary, the distance remains the same. If you look at the odometer of your vehicle, and when it is at your home, you will find that there is no change in the reading of the odometer of the vehicle. But when the vehicle is moving, you will find that there is change in the reading of odometer reading. Why its reading is changing? Because the distance covered by the vehicle, it also keeps on changing. Next point is, it is asking draw the distance time graph for uniform motion also. Let us say this is the distance and here we are plotting time. So distance time graph for uniform motion is this, a straight line, uniform motion. And this is the graph for stationary, when body is stationary. And what is the graph for non-uniform motion? So let us say this is the distance and here time. So this is the graph for non-uniform motion. Another graph you can also draw like this. Let us say write distance along y-axis and time along x-axis. You can draw this graph. So what these are the say? These are the graphs for the non-uniform motion. Now after F5, now let's move to the category that is the G type questions. So G1 question is, question G1, explain how sundial and water clock measures the time. Listen students, all of us know about the sundial and the water clocks, how they can measure the time. Very simple. Let me give you this answer. If you keep a sundial such that its gnomon pointing in the north south direction, then the shadow falling on the specified marking, it gives the time. So let me explain this. When sundial is placed with the gnomon pointing in north south directions, north south direction, the shadow falls at certain marking indicates the time. And water clock, how we can measure the time by in water clock? In water clock, time is measured by observing regulated flow of water. Time is measured by regulated flow of water into or out of vessel. The bowl which receives water has markings to indicate time intervals. So this is the way how which we can measure the time by using sundial and the water clocks. Next is describe simple periodic motion of a simple pendulum. F2. I have to describe the periodic motion of a simple pendulum. What happens to the time period in each of the following motions? So let's first describe the motion of a simple pendulum. Let us say this is the fixed spot and this is the string of the pendulum and this is the bob of the pendulum. Now what we do, take the bob in your hand and take it to some higher position, and then you release it. So what happens? In that case, you will find that bob, it start moving like this. At this position it will not stop, then it will come on the other side and it will reach there. So in this way, the simple pendulum is describing its motion. So how we have to write? In simple pendulum, the bob oscillates it moves from mean position to extreme position. Let us say this M is representing mean position, A is representing this extreme position, and B is representing this, again this extreme position. Here I am saying M, and this extreme position is A, and it returns back to mean position M. Now bob is unable to stop. It moves to other extreme position B, and it returns to mean position M. So if you think that this is lengthy, there is also a very simple way. Or how you can write it this, just simply draw the diagram. Let us say this is a diagram, and here we are having the bob of the pendulum, and again this is the say extreme position, and this is the say again extreme position. So in this way the bob is, simple pendulum is describing its this. So M, A, B. If M, what is this? Mean position. A and B are extreme positions, on either sides. How you will write? You will write that the bob, it moves as follows, that is M to A, A to M, again M to B, and B to M, and so on, right? Now next is, what happens to the bob time period in the following situation? Now part A, if length is increased, time period increases with increase in length. More is the length, more will be time period. B, how does it depend on the displacement of bob? Time period does not depend on displacement of bob. Displacement of bob. And next question is weight of the bob. Same answer. Time period does not depend on weight of bow. Next is, what is F3 question? What is SI unit of the time? How it is related to the following units? All of us know SI unit of time is second. Symbol of second is small s. Now, what is millisecond? 1 millisecond is 10 to the power minus 3 second. Or you can also write 1 second is 1000 millisecond. B, 1 hour. All of us know 1 hour is 3600 second. And what is 1 day? 1 day is 24 hours. So, how to convert hour into seconds? Multiply 3600 and you will get 86,400 second. F4, what is the speed? What is its SI unit? And when is it said to be uniform or non-uniform? Speed, all of us know, it is the ratio of distance covered to time taken. So speed, it equals to distance divided by time. What is its SI unit? Its SI unit is meter per second. When it is said to be uniform, speed is said to be uniform if it remains same. And what is non-uniform speed? Speed is said to be non-uniform if it changes with time. Next is, what is distance time graph? Describe the steps to be followed while plotting a distance time graph. All of you have done the graph in your mathematics also. So what is a distance time graph? It is a graph which shows the variation of distance with time. Next it says, describes the steps to be followed by plotting a distance time graph. It is very simple. The first step is draw two perpendicular lines. Let us say one line is this, another line is this. Say this as x, another as y. So what are the steps? For plotting graph. First is draw two mutually perpendicular lines and mark them x and y axis. Second point is along x-axis draw equidistant points. Also draw equidistant points along y-axis. What is the meaning of this? Let us say these are the two mutually perpendicular lines. One is x-axis, another one is y-axis. Now draw equidistant. Equidistant points means mark this point as the O. These are the equidistant, means which are at the same distance from each other. Along y-axis also mark equidistant points. Right? Third point, write distance along y-axis and time along x-axis. Right? Now let us say, so time and it is distance. If time is given in second, also mention the unit in this and also mention the unit here. Distance is in meter. Now right? After that, take appropriate scales. Let us say along x-axis 1 centimeter is 10 second, and along y-axis this 1 centimeter, it means 20 meter. That first point is 10 second, 20 second, 30 second, 40 second, 50 second, 60 second. This represents 20 meter, 40 meter, 60 meter, 80 meter, 100 meter, 120 meter, 140 meter. All these points are at 1 centimeter from each other. Now, right, mark points on graph and circle them as per data given. Right? So mark these points and circle them as per the data. If these are the points which are given to you, what you do? Mark them, also circle them. Then join these points. Join these points. We will get distance time graph. This is for example, not necessary. This is one of the example how we can do that. Now, H type is a pendulum has a time period of 2.5 second. How many oscillation does it complete in 1 hour? It's very interesting question. A pendulum is having time period of 2.5. What does it mean, time period? In 1 second it will complete 1 oscillation. So time period means 1 oscillation is completed in 2.5 second. So what can we say? In 2.5 second 1 oscillation is completed. Or let's write a more simple language. In 2.5 seconds, number of oscillations completed equals to 1. So if I ask in 1 second, how many number of oscillations are completed? 1 divided by 2.5. And in 1 hour means 3600 second. 1 hour, it means 3600 second. How many oscillations are completed? 2.5 multiplied by 3600. I think all of you can solve and do the division and give me the answer. Next is an athlete runs 200 meters in 15 seconds. What is the average speed in SA? All of you, I think all of you can do. F2 question, what is given to you? Distance. How much distance is given to you? 200 meter. And what is the time? Time is 16 seconds. So what is average speed? Total distance divided by total time. What is total distance? 200 meter. And what is the time? It's 15 seconds, not 16. 15 seconds. I think you can solve on the table of 3. And it is how much this is given? It is going on the table of 5. 5 3s are 15. And this is 40. So how much answer will come? It is 3 1s are 3, 10, 13.33 meter per second. Next is F3. A bus is traveling at uniform speed of 60 km per hour for 10 minutes. How far it travel? How long it takes to travel? 90 meter. So what you are given? Speed is given 60 kilometer per hour. I can write this as 60 kilometer per hour. All of us know how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying with 5 by 18. So you solve this. So how much it will come? It will come on the table of 3. It's going 6, 20, and again on the table of 2, 3, 10. So this is 50 by 3 meter per second. And how much time is given? Time given is 10 minutes. And how many seconds are in 1 minute? 60 seconds. So time is 600 seconds. And what is distance covered? Distance is speed multiplied with time. What is speed? 50 by 3. And this is 600. So all of us know it is going on 200. So how much will it come? It will come 10,000 meter. Can you convert in kilometer also? How? Divided by 1000. So answer is 10 kilometer. And again it says how much time will it take to travel 90 meter? Now time taken to travel 90 meter, distance divided by speed. So what is the distance? Distance here is 90 meter. And what is the speed? Speed is 50 by 3 meter per second. All of you know how you have to do. 90 and this 3, it will move to numerator divided by 50. So when you will solve this, 0 is cancelled by 0. It is 27 by 5 second. So how much is this? So when you will solve this, it will be 5 5s are 25.4 5.4 second. Right? Next is in the F4 question. what is given? A train moves at an average speed of 140 km per hour. It travels from Chennai to Bengaluru and completes journey in 6 hours and 22 minutes. What is the distance between the two cities? Now here speed is given 140 kilometer per hour, and how much time is given? Time is given 6 hours and 22 minutes. Now speed is in kilometer per hour, time is in hour and minute. So what I will do, I will also try to convert 22 minutes into hours. So this is 6 hours and 22 by 60 hours. Just add them. So how much you will get? If I let me solve this, it is on the table of 2 30. So 6 plus 11 by 30, 30 is the LCM. So 180 plus 11, 191 by 30 hours. So what is the total distance covered? Distance is speed multiplied with time, and speed is 140 and this is 191 over 30. 0 is cancelled from this 0, and let's do this. It is not going in the table of 3, so let's solve this. 14 ones are 14, 14 nines are 126 plus 1, 127, 14 plus 12, 26 divided by 3. If you will solve this, 8 threes are 24, 8 nines are 27, 4, 1.33 kilometer. That's all for today. Thank you.